In this video, we will see about what is light, how light is important for all the living beings, and how light gets reflected and also refracted. So this is just the introduction video. So we'll have more videos related to the topic. So let's start with it. So what is light? So we all know that we all require light source to enable us to see. So how we are able to see it is because there is an electromagnetic wave. It travels through any medium and as well as through vacuum. So such a form of energy is known as light. So you can see here the formation of light. So we are able to see because of the reflection of the light. So there are two different types of objects. They are luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects are those which do not require any other source for light. That is natural source like sun, and tube light, it has its own source of energy that produces the light by its own. But what is non-luminous object? This object cannot produce light on their own. We cannot see the light. It is invisible until and unless it has a surface. So surface like wall or the wall cover, paints or black surface, which is required for the non-luminous objects to produce the light. So let's see in detail. So luminous objects, they have their own light. So as we have told earlier, they have their own light, and we can see because of the presence of their own light. This reaches our eye. When the light reaches our eye, it gets inverted and we are able to see the image as it is. So for example, sun and tube light, as I had discussed previously. So this does not require any other source of light. It depends on its own source. So it can travel through the medium, any medium, especially vacuum. So next, it relates to non-luminous object. It is told that they do not have their own light. So there is no light that we cannot see them without any source. For example, this light needs to fall on the furniture or walls, or example is moon. So it all requires certain source that the surface gets reflected and the light is produced. So let's see what happens when light falls on any surface. So let's see what all surface the light falls and what is going to happen to it. So light falling on a surface. So what happens when light falls on a surface? It gets absorbed. How it is going to get absorbed is when light is falling on a darker area or black in color. This black color is a good absorber of light and also a good emitter of light. So you can see that the light gets absorbed by the black object and also the light is emitted back. So what happens when light falls on the surface, and it may pass through or may not pass through. So what happens when it falls on a surface? We have seen that when it falls on a dark surface or a black area, the light gets emitted, it is absorbed and emitted back. Even the light can also pass through an object or it might not pass through the object. So here you can see that when the light passes through a clear glass, so 100% light is passed through a clear glass, it's almost transparent, but thicker glass, you can see that almost 80% of the light passes through the clear glass. But what happens when the glass is tinted? So it's almost shaded here. You can see that transparency is very less. So the 100% light that is passing through, it gets reflected. Most of the light gets reflected back and only 40% of light passes through it. So you can see that there are certain substances which allows all the rays to pass through it, especially the transparency. Based on the transparency, here you can see the clear glass is totally transparent, and based on the thickness, it allows certain amount of light to retain back. The process of allowing rays to pass through is known as the transmit process, or the light gets transmitted. Most of the rays gets transmitted if the surface is clear or it's transparent. If it is not transparent, certain substances do not allow the light to pass through. So next is what happens when light is falling on a surface may strike the surface and bounce back. It doesn't pass through the area, but this light when hits a surface it bounces back rather than passing through. What happens here? So you can see the example of a mirror. To look at your face, you can see that the mirror reflects back. So the light rays strikes at the mirror and it reflects back so that you are able to see your own image. So the striking and bouncing back of light rays is called as reflection. So it's been discussed that when we dress up, we look at the mirror at the home, so we can see our own reflection and we are able to get ready. So we can look at ourselves just because this phenomenon is known as reflection. So what happens when the light falls on a surface? It's a black surface. So black surface almost absorbs the light and emits it back. So what happens when certain light is allowed to pass through an object and some objects do not allow to pass through? So what happens is the transparent medium allows the light to pass through almost more than 80%, and if it is a surface which is less transparent, it allows only some amount of light to pass through it. It's equal to 40% of light. So the third phenomenon that we saw was light falling on a surface may strike back. If it strikes back to us, we are able to see our own image. It's known as reflection. So that's all about the introduction of light, reflection and refraction. Keep watching to see more videos. In the next part we will see about the different types of images, the reflection, the objects and the focal points, etc. So thank you for watching.